Hey guys, it's been a while since I've done a reading with the energy that I'm feeling right now. First of all, welcome to Open Roads 111 here on YouTube. Back in the day, I used to have a channel before it got taken down. Let me turn this down just a little bit. I want my music playing in the background. I used to have a channel that was divinely guided messages or something like that. A long time ago, I had changed the name a few times around, and I used to do like how a lot of other tarot readers do, because it was fun, the pick a cards, the celebrity, tap-ins, your week forecast and things like that. And I fell off, and I'd gone through a lot of different things over the past 4 years or so that just just a lot. And I'm feeling back to myself, and one of those things that I really did enjoy was providing you guys those kinds of reads over on TikTok. I would do reads there, but I don't know, like, I'm not feeling like that right now. I don't know, that could change later. But you know what? Let's go ahead and play with these energies and see what we're getting here. I hope you're having an awesome day. Let's go ahead and get started. I don't know how long this is going to be, but I will say, please keep in mind, tarot and divination are not 100. There can be inaccuracies sometimes. This is just most likely scenario. This is a collective read. Please take what resonates, and if it doesn't resonate, leave it. It's not for you. Leave it for the next person down the line. All right? So let's go ahead and get our cards shuffled. I will be right back. Already, I'm digging what cards did come up. We're using Oracle first, and then we'll be tapping in further with some tarot. The very first card that is coming up here, it says the Cave, and it says retreat, time out, self-care, and slow down. The thing with this card though is I'm not feeling the retreat part, and what I mean by that is I feel like we're coming out of the cave at this time with that card. Initially my mind would have thought, okay, so this is a message of introspection. This is a message of having to go within in order to really, get some things done internally. But this is giving me the vibes that you've already done this part. You've already spent some time in the cave. You've already spent some time reflecting. You've had a really long season of being retreated within. And I feel like that song from Diana Ross, that I'm coming out, it's making me think of that song. You've already did your time out. You've already did your you've learned enough of the whole self-care thing to know that it's time to take what you learned during that period and project it outward into your reality. That's something that's really highlighted here. But the other two cards are great actually too. We have soul agreement, soul mission, soul plan, life purpose. I'm gonna put a link in the description to the playlist I'm listening to. I discovered music your whimsical 90s aunt would listen to, and I was a 90s kid, so this is definitely taking me back. We have that card, and we also have the records, remember why you came, be bold, legacy. So during that period of being retreated within, you made a lot of discoveries about yourself that are now reflecting in your outer world. And one of those things is you tapped into your inner self during that period. You tapped into yourself. You really cracked the shell on something, and you allowed something to birth out that nobody really saw. To other people, it may have been that you seemed quiet, or you seemed really introverted, or even to others you may have seemed a little cuckoo, a little crazy, and even to others they probably couldn't pinpoint what the heck was going on with you, but that wasn't really their business to know, because this really is just your journey, and whatever it is you needed to experience during that quiet solitude time, whether it took 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, or 3 years, it doesn't matter. You took the time you needed to make the discoveries that you needed to make in order to really start affecting your reality the way you were meant to affect it. And I wouldn't be surprised if you would come back and tell me, hey, Indy, you're right. Have a lot of manifestations coming to fruition right now. I was really quiet and I kind of figured out some things. I figured out what works for me, what doesn't, and I wouldn't be surprised if during that time it did seem like things were moving, but kind of haphazardly. I would say the word would be here. One of the really important things that this is telling me is that during the time that you were quiet, you really made the discovery of why you're really here. Okay, you tapped into your soul's purpose, you tapped into your destiny. Like I mentioned a moment ago, you really tapped into your higher self, and your higher self spoke some real deal stuff to you that is now being highlighted, and in your life it's permeating everywhere right now. You really can't deny the existence of your higher self and what it told you about your path and your destiny, and you're more inclined to following it now than you did before. Okay, I'll be right back. I have a particular deck. It's an Egyptian deck that has the Egyptian god Ptah. I don't know that I'm saying his name correctly. I never know if I'm ever saying his name correctly. And it says creation and alchemy on that card, and it's like a galaxy spiral on it, and it's with his imagery on it, and it's making me think of that too. We're alchemizing some things at this time in our life. So now we have the Nine of Pentacles, Four of Cups, Hanged Man, and King of Cups. Okay, I'll just show you one of them because I don't want to take up too much time with showing all of them. I'll also put in the description what deck this is as well, for those of you who also do tarot and you're interested in this deck. I've had it for like 5 years now almost, I think, and it's one of my favorite decks. But anyway, so I kind of want to highlight this King of Cups. This King of Cups is giving the vibes more of like you're finally at an emotional intelligence, like emotional maturity kind of area in your life where everything seems pretty balanced emotionally. Yes, you may have, it's not to say you don't have your moments where you don't go up and down, but we are talking about like real deal emotional equilibrium, a homeostasis in you dealing with the energies that move through your body, not your feelings. I am not talking about your feelings. I'm talking about the energetic motion result of your thoughts. You're finding an equilibrium between your thoughts and the emotions that run through your body. I'm also getting the sense with this Hanged Man and Four of Cups that we are no longer allowing things to stagnate us. We are in constant forward movement. We are in constant forward progression, especially with this Hanged Man, after a period of hanging yourself, if you will, in order to attain the wisdom that you now have. Now you can't unknow what you know, and now that you know better, you'll do better kind of vibes. The Four of Cups is you did spend a period of meditation, quiet meditation on the cups that are no longer serving you. And as a result of that, that studious devotion to yourself, this new cup has presented itself to you from the hand of God itself kind of vibes, quite literally describing what the Four of Cups looks like in the Rider-Waite-Smith, but that's what it's giving me. It's like I'm now there's no more melancholy here. I'm no longer sad about the things that didn't work out. And that's really good to hear. That's really the true energy of letting go and restoring yourself to your most authentic, which is part of what I talk about in my new book that I'm working on right now. We are no longer focusing on the things that no longer serve us because they're quite literally no longer serving us. There's nothing for it to give. So we're going to go ahead and focus on these new things. And the Nine of Cups, to end it so eloquently, we now have a garden through which we receive harvest, and we are enjoying the labor of our work. We can see what we've done. We can see how well we've gotten ourselves to be. And I couldn't think of a better way to describe you as the viewer. So congratulations, you've shifted timelines. And that's what we're gonna title this video. So quick little read. I'm gonna come in with another one. I think I'm gonna get back to doing my celebrity reads as well. And I have somebody in mind that might be a touchy subject, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it. So if you want to book anything with me, all my information is going to be below. If you want to order anything from me, all of my information is going to be below. Really grateful to have this experience and come back to YouTube in this way. And I will see you on the next one. Be blessed. Bye.